Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. Marvin Harrison Jr. draft analysis. Who will draft Marvin Harrison Jr.? In my opinion, I think he's going to be gone within the top 3 picks. He's not. I think he might be the best player in this draft. I know Caleb Williams is here. A lot of people have Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels and a lot of different guys here. Dallas Turner, the edge rusher, Joe Holt is here as well. A lot of big time like talent in this draft. But I think Marvin Harrison might be the best. You look at his watching his stuff, like watching the game. I watched a few games of Ohio State here and there throughout the year. But when I went through and watched some of his film, his own personal film, like watching full games of him, just focus on him and just see his ability, his athleticism, his quickness, his speed. Man is 6'4", 6'4", 205 pounds. He ran a 4.38. Probably even faster. Gonna be even faster too when you do the combine as well. He has explosive speed. He can use his speed as well. Contested catches. He can go up there and get the ball. And his catch rate is all over the place. So he can catch the ball thrown the head a little bit. If it's thrown behind, if it's thrown long, if it's thrown high, if it's thrown in the middle, he just find a way to get the ball in his hands. He perform at all 3 different levels as well too. So he perform at the short route running, intermediate route running, deep route running. He has shown you he can be the type of guy who can just be your #1 receiver in the league. So I think he's going to be an absolute juggernaut out there for any team to draft. You know, he has amazing technician in his route running. My notes, I just had I had too much positive stuff to say about him. I wrote down everything. I was watching the film. I was like, man, he do everything great. Like there's nothing bad to see. He's gritty. He go out there and block too in the run game. Most of the time in the run game, we see some receivers drop their shoulders and not do too much. He go out there. He be running out there leading blocks. He run out there and be physical. So he does everything like you want. And you look at the bloodline, his father, Marvin Harrison Sr., one of the best receivers of all time, or Hall of Fame receiver of the Colts. Amazing player too as well. And then he kind of had that same type of mentality, that same type of grittiness and toughness. And he's gonna be a tough individual to stop. A lot of people had comparisons. They had comparisons with, say, Jamar Chase type. They had Drake London and stuff, but I don't see that type. I see more like kind of like a Julio Jones type, kind of a little bit, but a little different. Julio Jones type, but a little different like that. He's not as big as Julio Jones and weight wise, but very similar. Julio Jones was an athletic freak, and you've seen what he did his career in the NFL. He's a future Hall of Famer as well. I think Marvin Harrison is that type of style player. You can get the ball to him. You put him in any scheme, any spot in the field, he'll find a way to make a play. Just get the ball to him, put the ball in his hands. He go out there and dance and make a lot of plays around the field. And I was looking through trying to see if I seen anything any weaknesses. I did the draft analysis for the quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels. I did the draft analysis for Caleb Williams. I saw a few weaknesses here and there, but some of the things got to fix up in the game. But his game, I was looking on my list. I wrote we said weaknesses. I put he has none. I didn't see any weaknesses. That mother lover don't have any weaknesses. I don't think. I was looking through and watching watching some of his film and stuff, watching hours of his film and just seeing him make a lot of plays. Man, it's amazing to watch too as well. That's why I don't do too many of these videos all the time, because they take the time to watch all that stuff and then analyze the stuff and break it down. I can't be doing that every day. I'm gonna watch hour of film every day. But he was amazing. He was amazing like that. He was amazing. He's probably one of the funniest people I watch. I love watching Jaden Daniels and I love watching of course Caleb Williams, but watching Marvin Harrison Jr. was it was like just seeing a generational talent. You just know a guy generational when you see him. You're like, man, this guy right here is gonna be game changing in the league for sure. And when he gets to the league, he's gonna probably get even bigger too. Right now, 205. He probably get a little bigger. Probably get to 215-ish. But I didn't see any weaknesses. I went through other people's draft profiles as well to see what they had on him. Then some people said the weaknesses. They said his sharp turning, and they said he might get a little bigger, a little more physical. But they didn't really have anything really. It was nitpicking stuff. It was you really don't need that necessarily, because you see what he's doing without doing some of that stuff. He's still performing at a high level. So I didn't really see any weaknesses. Maybe some things that an expert probably has seen that's more than me. I'm not an expert, of course. So I just going by my perspective of my eye and stuff like that. But Marvin Harrison looked very good. He's going to be a superb athlete entering the draft. I think he could possibly go first if the Bears decide to just stay there at the first spot and just get a guy generational talent and Marvin Harrison. Let's say trade back the get more picks, but they can really just stay in that spot because they have 2 first-round picks. They have the 9th pick and they have the 1st pick, so they hit that first spot and take Marvin Harrison Jr. That'd be great. You pair him with Justin Fields. You got DJ Moore on the other side as well. Cole Kmet. You have a great kind of tandem out there and great receivers, great receiver core as well too. That'd be a nice addition right there. So they could go that approach and to do that, or they could trade back down, and we'll see what happens. I think if they did that, Washington will probably, like if the Bears traded down, they either trading down with Washington or one of those teams like the Broncos, maybe the Raiders, one of those teams trading up to get to that spot to get Caleb Williams. And then you look at the second spot, Washington will probably take they moving up. They take a quarterback. They don't move up. They might think about taking a quarterback, but I can't really see him dropping past 3 because the Patriots might take him 2 as well. I know the Patriots want a quarterback too, but they could wait till later rounds to find a guy, or they can draft, or they can sign a guy in free agency as a quarterback, or roll Mac Jones one more year and see how he does with a new coaching system, with a new scheme and stuff, and see what happens. So there's a lot of different approaches they could go. But I think Marvin Harrison is definitely going to be. He's most definitely top 5, getting taken off the top board. But I think he might be number 1 in my opinion. But he shouldn't fall. He shouldn't fall past 5. Shouldn't fall past 5 because his dynamicness and the way receivers are nowadays. He can be in the league for a long time and can help you and impact you. Right now, like we see a lot of guys like Jamar Chase. When he first got there, he helped them a lot. We've seen Justin Jefferson, Puka Nacua, a lot of different receivers who first got there and they helped their team a lot. So I think Marvin Harrison Jr. could help a team a lot. You know, they get him right there early on. I wouldn't be surprised if a team traded up too, like a team that has like a quarterback and they have like some stuff. They need their receiver on the outside. I wouldn't be surprised if a team say, you know what, let me trade up and get that guy. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened either like that. So hopefully we see Marvin Harrison in a good spot and see him go out there and shine and ball out like the superstar he is. It's going to be amazing to see. But this is all I got for the video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Usually the draft analysis is a little longer than this, but this man right here does everything so well. There's really nothing to critique badly. Like, nothing to critique. Everything I had in my notes was just his route running, his technical, he's like a technician with the routes. His footwork is amazing. His athleticism, his speed, his craftiness. He's able to catch contested catches. So he did everything perfectly. So don't need this anymore. He's an amazing player, amazing individual. If you go watch his stuff, you'll see like, dang, this is like a. I watched him throughout. I watched him throughout the year when they played. And like man, like you see all the talent, but you watch it just like the film was just focused on him. You like, man, he's even better. He's even better. Like he's amazing. So I think he'll be a generational talent. He could enter the league being one of those guys who had those monster years, kind of like Justin Jefferson did his first year, where he had like 1,400 yards his first season. So he could be like in that range too. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Don't be surprised if it is either, because he's amazing like that. So we're gonna see what happens. But I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.